Forgive me for not being very good with names. But this video is addressed to the people credited with leading the movement since Parkland. I'm 34. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 2 under the age of 3. I am a proud member of the LGBTQ community. And thanks to genetic testing, I know that I am 99.6% European white. I was a kid when Columbine happened. I was planning on starting a family, getting married, around the time Sandy Hook happened. I have vivid memories of the original attack on the World Trade Center and the 9/11 attacks. I've never been in a situation with an active shooter. I'm lucky. But like I said, I'm a mom. And for those of us who are parents, I think that's usually the first way we describe ourselves. I'm a parent, I'm a mom, I'm a dad. Forgive me for not knowing all of your names. But to those of you leading this movement, I am sorry that people my age failed you. I am sorry that we did not take more seriously the overwhelming atrocity that school shootings are since Columbine. Obviously, all loss of life by violent means is an atrocity. But mass shootings and school shootings in particular hit several very strong nerves for very clear, founded reasons. You have lost friends. You have lost loved ones even, as have so many who've been the victim of such violence. I am sorry that we failed. I am sorry that we did not do more to prevent this from happening. And as a person who knows for a fact how white my genetics are, I feel bad for the fact that we didn't give appropriate credit for the motivation, for the active stance towards saving lives that was started by Black Lives Matter. Because they do. And yes, all lives matter, but that doesn't change the disproportionality of violence and victimization people of color have faced for centuries, centuries upon centuries. It doesn't change the fact that most of white America doesn't acknowledge all of us are living on stolen property. It doesn't change the fact that most of us don't know our history well enough to know how often as a nation our government begged places like Mexico for help because so many of our population were drafted and were fighting in world wars or Vietnam or Korea or other conflicts that by rights we probably never should have been a part of. The people in your age group could be anywhere from the younger siblings of my generation to the children of my generation. And I am at a loss for words to explain how bad I feel for the failure of not protecting you from this when we so very much could have, when we so very much should have. But I'm also at a loss for words to explain how proud I am that you've taken our mistakes, that you've taken our failing, and made it clear that you won't stand for it, that you won't stand for the continuation of the way things are, just because it's the way they've always been. I am thrilled that my kids, who aren't even school age yet, will grow up knowing, yet again, the power and influence younger people can have. The power and influence of standing together and saying, wrong is wrong. Status quo doesn't make it right. It just makes it status quo. That they will grow up knowing it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. It doesn't matter whether or not you're part of community A or community B or community C. In fact, most of us are part of many of those communities. The married community, the parent community, the queer community, the white community. There's any number of ways I can quantify myself, just like you. And I'm happy to know that my kids are going to grow up seeing how quickly things can change, how quickly they can change for the better. And as the children of two people who are overwhelmingly genetically white, I want them to understand that they inherently come from a position that is given disproportionate power. And they can use that to make things better for everyone. They can use that to make sure that everyone is treated the same, because everyone is the same. Who you love, how you love, is irrelevant to the fact that you're a human being capable of it. The color of your skin should not change at all the fact that you have innate intelligence, you have innate capabilities, you have innate qualities and qualifications that make you the best person for the thing you set out to do. You can probably hear my husband and son in the background. It's the soundtrack of my life. And I'm very happy to know that the kids who come before them are going to be the ones who demonstrate the importance of standing up, the importance of using your voice, the importance of standing together, and the importance of making it clear that there's no more room for this, for the status quo of violence. That you are making public, clearly stated, eloquent arguments about how you have been failed. I applaud your motivation. I applaud your strength of character. I applaud the spectrum of people which you know you have the ability to represent and are representing. And I look forward to seeing the successes you accomplish as a group and individually. So I apologize for being part of the generation that has failed you, one of many over the course of history. I apologize. And as a parent, I say thank you. Thank you for making it a safer future for my children, as well as whatever children you choose to have. Thank you for making it clear. This is the end of it.